All right, welcome back. We are here again. World Cup predictions will continue to be continued. Good work from me there. With this little one on your screening. It is Mexico versus Ecuador. So just having a little check through the matches. Can I get back on? If I hold on. Actually, no, I won't be able. Well, I'll be kind of in the right area. But anyway, Mexico versus Ecuador up next. As usual, for the next few videos, I'm going to preface them by saying that we are slightly behind schedule, of course. And if you've watched the previous two vids, you'll know why. If you haven't watched the previous two vids, I'll explain. Basically, I just had no time. I also put a community thing out on YouTube just in case anyone was to read that. But work has taken over this weekend. It has been a very busy weekend. And then yesterday was my mum's birthday, so obviously I spent the time with her. I feel like that's fair. I don't think I can be begrudged for that. So just to kind of shorten it, if you want the full kind of length novel, go to my YouTube channel. Obviously, watch this on the YouTube channel. Just go to the community bit, and you'll see there. I think it's still there. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I didn't take it down. But because my phone likes to take 3 business days to load anything, just bear with me. Yeah, it is there. So for anyone interested, that is where we're at. But we're back, and we're gonna go again. Mexico versus Ecuador is the one on your screenage today. Just bear with me as I get. I'm starting to lose my mind with this phone. Just doesn't do what I'm asking it to do. It's like, nah, fam. Anyway, settings. Let's get to the important part of this. No quick match. 10-minute. Wait, what's that bottom bit? Turn this will re-enable the legacy flow of kickoff. Enabling quick. And multiplayer, the flow remains a legacy one. Previous setup you had for side teams and kits will take you straight to match preview. I can't bother with all that shit. We'll just leave it. Well, I'll just complain about it instead. 10 minutes, legendary, competitive mode, player-based difficulty. The ball will remain the EA Sports red/white throughout the round of 32. Stadion Olympic is not where we'll be. I was going to use the Azteca, but it's not in the game, so we'll go this way and see what we end up with. We could go Unipad. I kind of want to go with the BMO ones, to be honest. So I'm doing that. Cry about it. We'll go BMO Field. Custom Summer. This match is later, I think, isn't it? It's like what? My schedule's all out because my matches are all behind. So my apologies in advance. This one in real life is taking place at 2 a.m. So yeah, quite late. 9 p.m. Then we'll go for clear weather. Natural grass being the lovely greenest colour we can get of it. And we will go then, ladies and gentlemen. And the next one after this, I know it's not going to be there next, but the next one after this is England versus Congo. And I'm going to be recording that straight after this, so maybe a bit of bias in that next one. But what we do know is the team management is looking like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is your team. These are your teams, I should say. Mexico on the left, Ecuador on the right. So have a little look, have a little gander, and let me know who you think's gonna win in the comments if you want, of course, or just say it to yourself, just mutter it to yourself under your breath, saying, "Well, I think Ecuador's gonna win." Just say it like that, alright? Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. Don't ask what I'm on about because I don't know. Rangella's in goal for Mexico. I know I wanted Ochoa too, but we've got to play serious now. Gallardo and Reyes as the fullbacks, Vasquez and Montes as the centre backs, with Montes captaining Mexico. Fidalgo and Lira as the centre midfield options, with Gutierrez in that cam spot. Quinones off the left, Alvarado off the right, and then Jimenez up top for Mexico. Very strong team. Can they continue their run in this World Cup? Well, we'll see, because the Ecuador team looks pretty strong too, and they look a bit stronger in defence. So it's going to be a tough task for 1/3 of the host nations. Galindez in goal, Hincapié, Pacho and Franco make up the back three. Estupinian off the left mid spot, Yaboa right mid spot. Presumably they will track back as well. Vite, Casedo and Alcivar, or Alcavar, so I'd say, or Alcivar. We'll go Alcivar. Sitting in those midfield 3 spots with Caicedo the furthest back. And then a strike partnership, which is weird because Plata, I'm pretty sure, is a wide midfielder, but we'll go with it. A strike partnership of Ener Valencia, who's captain in Ecuador, and Gonzalo Plata. So let's see who can get through then. This might be another one that runs close, to be honest with you. However, we'll get to the prediction when we get in there. It's a BMO field, 10-minute half-length, legendary difficulty, offensive game type on a sunny evening at 9 p.m. Sunny night, I guess, at this point. It's Mexico versus Ecuador in around the 32. Some of these fixtures look really fucking tasty, baby. I still can't believe Cape Verde got through, man. It's going to be fun once to predict when Argentina put 7 past them. I'm a believer though, you just never know. But that's the match for down the line today is this one.
And everything is set up nicely to give us a really good match. It's Mexico facing Ecuador.
We can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire. It should be a cracking game though.
This is the Mexico lineup.
Well, they're going to play with 2 wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
Here we go then. I'm waiting for national anthems, to be honest, and I didn't realise it would be done for a little while now. Yeah, this is a really intriguing clash, to be honest. I actually can't... Well, I can pick. I'm going to have to pick. I'm going to have to pick a prediction here, but I can't... It's hard to separate the 2 teams. Because Ecuador, solid defensively, as you're about to see. But as well as you'll see, their attack not as good. However, Mexico probably have the better attack and a weaker defence. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be many goals in this one. I've got a prediction in mind. I think I'm just going to stick with it. I'm going to say...
We're off and running in the first half.
And there's a bit of a caveat to this. I'm going to say 2-1 to Mexico. As Ecuador get things kicked off in quite quick pace, actually. They're going from right to left, with Mexico going the opposite direction.
William Pacho. Pervis Estupinha.
I just realised as well, I've not actually done the spreadsheet, and I probably won't do a spreadsheet. I don't think many people were interested in it anyway, so I think I might abandon the spreadsheet idea, but... if you see it updated, then just know I had a change of heart. It won't be done today because I just can't be bothered. I'll maybe do it over... I mean, I'm off the next 2 days after today, so maybe we'll do that. But yeah, I think I said Mexico win the green going left to right. I don't actually know if I did, but they are. And I did say my score prediction, 2-1. But I think it's going to take till extra time to do it. I think it'll be 1-1, obviously, in normal time. But then Mexico at 115th minute or something, and a little bit of magic from Quinones or something like that, I think changes the game. But I could be way off. Although I don't... Ecuador did beat Germany to get through, but that was Plata. Oh, right, guys, I'm not being funny. What the fuck are Mexico doing there? It's a good goal and everything, but like, are we serious? No, we're under 32. Right, okay. I'm not really against either team or supporting either team, but like, how is nobody covering the rebound? What, number 5 there needs to be involved a bit more. Montez had to come across. But as for the goal, it's a good header, or a good shot I should say, onto the crossbar. And Plata does really well to get the second bite of the cherry, to be honest. Does get in ahead of Montez, but you got to question the other centre back, who I don't remember the name of off the top of my head. Hopefully they'll pass back to him and we'll see number 5. But how the hell is he not closed down Plata there for the rebound? It's 1-0 Ecuador though, and one of the host nations in serious trouble of crashing out. The first host nation to go out it would be as well, because Canada already made it through in these simulations. Whether they made it through in real life, the answer is yes, because the game's already happened. What the fuck am I on about? So it could be ropes for Mexico. They do have attacking power, but Ecuador have very good defensive power, so it could be a long day for the host nation. But I think they'll find a goal, and I don't know what I think, to be honest. I didn't think that was going to go in from Plata. I thought they would close it down. But again, this is only a simulation. The real life score I'm still sticking with. Still sticking with my initial thought. I think that's fair and valid from me. If you don't like it, then I don't really know what to tell you. It's my predictions. So you can fuck off. Effort from Mexico. Not successful. Javier Aguirre not happy. Not happy at all. And can you blame him? The way they conceded. Corner though to Mexico. Vasquez. Fidalgo ball in. Away by Caicedo. Only as far as Lira. Plata gets in front. And Ecuador could get this away here. But yeah, if you are the manager of Mexico, which Javier Aguirre is, you're fuming right now. The way that's just gone in.
Piero in Capia. Caicedo. In Capia.
I will be honest as well, I'm keeping an eye on the tennis, because I kind of want to watch tennis this afternoon, but I know I've got to record these to catch up, so...
Pacho. Piero in Capia. William Pacho.
That early goal could set the tone. I don't know how the simulation is going to go, but I think Mexico will score first in real life. But the game has other ideas. Quinones is going to be found here by Gallardo. With Jimenez in the centre, he decides not to go for him. Gutierrez, Lira, Gutierrez, Quinones, Gutierrez, Alvarado, Quinones, Gutierrez. Oh, Caicedo. So I was getting hyped a little bit there, but it was closed down in the end by Caicedo and away by Ecuador.
Piero in Capia. Estupinha.
I believe this is game 7 out of 16 of the round of 32. Yes, you heard me drinking water, cry about it. And I believe game 79 of the tournament overall. We're getting there. We're really, really getting there. However, my thinking is that it is going to be a victory for Mexico in real life, but in simulation ain't looking like that yet. They've not been good enough yet. Ecuador have actually controlled this a lot more than I expected, and obviously the early goal and the mistake at the back has helped matters. This is one of the other ones. There's a few that I'm thinking could have got an extra time. This was one of them, obviously, with my score prediction. However, none of these yet in simulation have actually gone past the 90 minutes. And after having so many draws in the group stages, it's kind of weird because there's been decisive results each time so far. Alvarado inside to Quinones, great save by Galindez. I don't know how Quinones wasn't picked up, but that is an incredible save from the Ecuadorian goalkeeper. And it's another chance from a corner from Mexico. Look, my luck, the next one, it's England and Congo. That'll be the one that goes to fucking extra time. And then we'll lose on penalties or something to Congo in the simulation. and I'll be pissed off.
And the ball comes
Ball in
in.
by Alvarado, nodded on by Raul
Promising
Jimenez. Was that
attack,
Raul
but
Jimenez?
unable to take advantage.
It said Raul above his head. Off. It's Raul Jimenez. No, because it's
Setting up the
was
chance.
defender, wasn't it?
Working
Nunez
hard
can't
to
get
win
past
it back there.
Nkapie. Recently signed permanently for Arsenal. Smart move from the Premier League champions, to be honest. For a fee of about, I think, 34 million euros, which is actually quite cheap.
Estupinian.
Or 34 million quid. I know it's quite cheap for what I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be worth more than that, to be honest. But again, I think it was a buy deal agreed at the start of the season
Well, this
when
is
he
a
went in on loan.
demonstration of their control
And
of
Arsenal
the
obviously have activated that. And they've done well out of it.
They just can't get near them.
Could be Ecuador for a second here. Enter Valencia to Vite, closed down by Israel Reyes, and now a lot of committal up by the Ecuador players means not a lot of players back. As well, Jimenez spots Alvarado. Needs to play it back inside here rather than going backwards like he's going to. Oh, he does play it inside. Raul Jimenez into Fidalgo. Quinones. Oh my God! If Mexico don't go through here, they don't deserve it now. The finishing has been abysmal. Shooting either straight at the keeper or they're not shooting in time. There's no in between.
Oh, that's been won really smartly. Keeping it nicely here. They're in here. Gets it away. An impeccable tackle. Moises Caicedo. No need to force things, content to pass it around. Pervis Estupinian. Piero Nkapie. Pacho. Nkapie. Offside has been given here.
What's happened here then? Offside, presumably. I definitely was watching. Oh. He was just coming back on, to be fair. Can't do much about that. Reyes, Montes, Lira, Gutierrez, Fidalgo. Alvarado out on the right now, can't get past Nkapie. It looks like, I was going to say it looks like they've got a left back, but I remember they're doing a back three, aren't they? They changed their system to the back three. So he is at left centre back, which is why he's so left based.
A chance to get something going here.
Which I guess makes sense. If you're the left centre back, you're going to be on the left, doesn't it? It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Far out to Estupinian, who can't control the ball, and it will be a throw in for Mexico.
That will be a throw-in now.
Gutierrez to Alvarado. I'm trying to lock in, but I'm also looking at the tennis. It's like I need to try and pay attention. I'm sorry. Lira, Fidalgo,
Good ball. Now what to do with it?
Alvarado now from Mexico. It's a heavy touch again, and Stupinian does well to recover, especially as he's technically left mid today. It'll be away by Ecuador, and I'm assuming it'll be 1-0 going into the break. Similar to
Waiting for the moment to get through.
well done here. Once he gets tackled in the end. It's kind of similar to. I've forgotten what my point was. Let me reload. Kind of similar to how the France and Sweden game went, where France got an early goal, and then you kind of just sat on it till half time.
And he's in now.
Alvarado goes on by Nkapie again. The second half though, France scored 4. So, I mean, will it be a similar case in this match? I doubt it. I don't think Ecuador will put 5 past Mexico. But I'm just saying, it feels like a similar feel where Ecuador will just keep hold now rather than, you know, relinquish control. They've got one more chance for the break if they want it. if they can move the ball forward far enough. Lira, Gutierrez, Quinones. Yeah, they're taking it. Stop pissing about, man.
45 minutes to a close. Well, of all the players
Well,
we're
at the
watching
break,
today, would you agree that he'd
the
certainly get
host
good marks
nation,
so
one of
far?
3,
Well, I thought he had a really effective
are
first
down.
half.
We've already
Not
got
only did he
Canada,
get
who
the
we
goal
know are
that gave
through
them the lead,
in
his
simulation and in
general
real
play
life.
was really good. He was
And
a
USA are yet to
constant
play.
threat, and I'm sure
Mexico
we'll see
could be
more
the
of it in
first host
second half.
nation to exit the competition. Gonzalo Plata scoring a header after his initial shot rebounded off the crossbar. But I'd say Mexico have been the better team since then. However, Ecuador have held the ball a lot, as you can see from these stats, and they're just playing possession. They're just playing. They were playing up to half time. They'll probably regroup and go again second half, which is the correct thing to do, I think. Especially when Mexico are inviting in pressure. 64-36 in terms of possession in favour of Ecuador. 3 shots to 2 in favour of Mexico. 1.8 expected goals to 1.3. The shot accuracy is fairly similar. 2 shots on target for both sides. However, Ecuador have found a goal. But I also am curious how they had 2 shots and both of them are on target when one hit the crossbar. Unless it was deflected onto the crossbar, potentially. I don't remember the whole whys and wherefores of the shot. Alright. Performances at the break go to Galindez in the Ecuadorian net. Granted, he had shots straight at him, but he also had to make a smart save as well, and I think it went for a corner in the end. So, Hernan Galindez, the best player for Ecuador so far, keeping them ahead. 2 shots on target, 2 saves. Piero Hincapié has been very, very good. He has been brilliant so far. Alvarado's not had a sniff down that right-hand side. They might want to go for a different approach down the left, potentially, with the less experienced Franco playing there. Moises Caicedo, 7.6. He's done alright. He's done enough. He hasn't done anything outrageous, but he hasn't done anything shit either, to be fair. Pedro Vite, 7.2. William Pacho, 7.2. I should say Pedro Vite 7.5. I've read his rating wrong. Estupiñán, I feel like he's been better than that, tracking back and making moves. Gonzalo Plata, ever since the goal, yeah, he hasn't really been seen. He got the goal, 6.6. And then Valencia with the assist, 6.6. How has he got an assist for it? What? It was a rebound goal. Am I missing something here? Jordi Alcivar, John Yeboah and Alan Franco struggling so far. But again, Franco's not anything come down his side. It's been mostly down the right-hand side, which is why Hincapié has got such a high rating. For Mexico then, Israel Reyes, the best player for them at the right back, is on a 7.8 rating. Brian Gutierrez has 7.4 so far. Fidalgo with a 7 as well, just trying to find some way to put Mexico back into this. Lira underwhelming. Montes and Vasquez been quite poor as well. Alvarado just has struggled a lot today, and Hincapié has been on his best behaviour at that left centre-back role, and Alvarado has not been able to punish. Gallardo has been kind of mid. Quinones, especially, I thought he was going to kick on. He's had 2 shots on target, which granted is good, but when you watched back the 2 shots on target, you'll wonder how he's not finished one of them. Raul Jimenez has had 1 shot, however not hitting the target, and then Raul Rangel had 2 shots on his goal, 1 save, but did let 1 in, the rebound header from Quinones, from Plata. So I'm assuming that first one was a save onto the crossbar then. It had to have been if he's got a save on his record. So I don't know how Valencia's getting the assist. There's so much around that goal I don't get, but I've probably just forgotten. It's poor memory from me. But what I do know is that we're going into the second half. Mexico need to find something to stay in this World Cup. Need to not be the first host nation knocked out. Well, at least that'll be their thinking. Obviously, America play later on, so if Mexico stay in, the pressure is on America. But ladies and gentlemen, no changes before we go into the second half, so let's kick on and let's see what happens in this one. Ecuador might have just done enough, you know. I guess time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Time will indeed tell.
Oh, good defending, just when it was looking threatening. Now there could be a chance to counter. Should score here.
It could be 2-0 Ecuador at the gates. Montes, fucking hell. Mexico hanging on by a quite literal thread.
And there's going to be a change now.
change for Mexico has been made. I know there wasn't any at half time, but just after, Pineda's come on for Gutierrez. As Vite tries to charge in, it's tackled away, and it is away now for Mexico. Fidalgo playing through Jimenez, it's back to Fidalgo. A counter-attack could be on here if Mexico had any pace. Pineda, Lira, Jimenez, Alvarado, Jimenez again.
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
Pineda, Lira. Playing it between each other again, and obviously the counter-attack is well dead and buried now. It's just going to be an attack at some point, potentially. Well, maybe not. Ecuador might just cut it out, and they might not be able to attack at all. Alvarado gets done by Pacho, and he wherever he's gone, he struggled today. He was on the right, he gets done by Hincapié. He tries to go central, he gets done by Pacho. It's not fun if you are Roberto Alvarado. You're having a bad day, and you need it to get better here. Pineda. I mean, right. Don't take the piss. There's a pass right there, and you went for the almighty. If Ecuador score now, it's deserved, because that is such a silly pass attempt from Pineda. Vite, Caicedo, Franco. Ball is played off to Caicedo. Fidalgo cuts it out. Pineda. Raul Jimenez does try and find Quinones. Does eventually fall to him, but Hincapié is there again. He's come across from his station to cover Pacho's station. Bloody fucking hell. I really do think Ecuador hold on to this, because Mexico are in a bit of a struggle sitch, and it was nearly 2-0 there, but a good tackle gets it away. Vasquez gets it further clear. Quinones hasn't been as explosive as I thought. Jimenez hasn't been as explosive. Well, it hasn't been as good as I thought either. Quinones tries to play it off Fidalgo. Now Gallardo. Now Quinones. Now Raul Jimenez. It's closed down by Moises Caicedo. It'll go for a corner for Mexico. 2 changes at least to be made here from both sides. And it's Alvarado off for Vega. I think that was needed. Alvarado hasn't been able to find any space, anything today. And it's probably the correct move as Alcavar comes off for Preciado as well. Ball in. It's way by Plato, only as far as Gallardo. He might just take on himself. No, he won't. He'll pass it to Raul Jimenez, who gets tackled. I wasn't sure if the referee was going to be given that or not. I've seen EA give them before, so I was like, I did take a pause there just in case the penalty was given, but it wasn't. And Ecuador now on the counter-attack, and it could be a good one, but Vasquez has cut it out. Pineda, Lira, now Vega. Mexico go again here. They're the ones chasing. And Pineda pissing around too long. Valencia. Enter Valencia, and the big 2026 is taking the ball off you. And it's through to Plata. Valencia again. Estupinian. Reyes. Rangel. Gets it away. Jimenez. Vega. I mean, Jimenez is still on the floor, but he tries to get the ball back to him. I don't really know. My cat's outside the door again. Pineda. Through to Quinones. Can you find them again? It's a heavy one. It could have caught Galindez out, but the near post he holds on. Yeah, those kind of chances aren't going to work. If you're Mexico, you're going to need an actual good chance. Fidalgo. Raul Jimenez. Again, long shots aren't going to work. This... will you stop meowing at me? This Ecuador line is very deep. I'm going to let my cat in because apparently he can't be separated from me for 20 minutes. Even though this prediction's been longer than 20 minutes. My leg's fallen asleep, so he's going to have to wait a minute till it wakes up. Yaboa for Ecuador. Valencia. Vite. It would be against the run of this half if Ecuador were to get a second, but I wouldn't rule it out. Plata goes down by Vasquez. Gallardo away. Mexico still do have time if they want to get an equaliser, but they're running out of it. Try to wake my foot up. Pineda. But I don't really... Sometimes I don't actually know what the AI are doing. So it's hard to work out what they're trying to do. And when it's a pass that's just going absolutely nowhere back to the opponent, it doesn't help their case for an equaliser, especially when they're the ones chasing the game. So I think a bit of forethought might be needed as I go and let my cat in, because apparently separation anxiety or something.
Perfectly anticipated.
He was just in the room
Really
half an
well
hour
done.
ago, by the way, so it's not like it's been long since he's seen me.
Raúl
And he
Jiménez.
was the one who chose to exit the room, so
This
I'm not
is a
exactly sure what the game plan
promising
here. The game
looking
plan here for Mexico though is they need an equaliser. Lira to Fidalgo, Gallardo, Raúl Jiménez.
attack. The ball
What?
is lost, and the
Raúl
chance has gone
Jiménez,
too.
I love you in that, but why? Just shoot there. You got the beating of the man. You don't have to try and pass it
Plenty of
every
open
fucking
space
time.
to explore
What do
here.
you want? You've just seen me not long ago.
He's got two now, and he's playing a starring role here.
It's another goal for Ecuador. All right. Stop meowing at me. Ecuador have scored again. It's a fucking joke because Mexico should be level, but somehow it's Ecuador who have been allowed through, and Gonzalo Plata gets the second of the day. Montes can't close it down, and it looks very much as if one of the host nations is going to be exiting the World Cup, Revy. Doesn't it? You can rub against my hand all you want. Won't change the outcome unless Mexico finds something.
2-0,
There's still time to find something, but they're going to have to do it quick.
Pineda.
Completely against the run and a half, that goal, but it is a very nice goal as well, so you got to give him credit where credit is due. Putting Plata up front, I wasn't, convinced on, but it's a tactic that's worked. Pineda might be the worst footballer I've seen from Mexico in these simulations. You just can't complete a pass. And it could be 3 now. This could be game, set, and match. Yeboah, no, Cruzeiro, Plata, and if you can see to Enner Valencia in the 2026 World Cup, if that occurs, then they deserve to be out. Like I've no defence from Mexico at that point. I don't think it would be 2-0 Ecuador, and it might be 3. Preciado shoots it straight at Rangel. And again, Mexico still do need 2 goals now. They only needed 1, and they couldn't even do that. So how they're going to get 2 is beyond me. Just try and avoid passing it to Pineda.
Moving nicely and real purpose to
Probably your
this.
best bet. Have they put Gallardo right mid? Vega. Inside to Raúl Jiménez. There is one back. I thought they'd fucked it. I really thought they'd fucked it. They have not fucked it. I won't get too celebratory right yet, Jiménez. You still got to get another goal. But it is one back. I thought the pass was overhit by Alexis Vega, but it's either misread by Galindez, which I think is the case, because he could have come across and grabbed that, or Jimenez has done very well to poke it away, which is also the case, because he has poked it away. And now the game opens up again. If only they'd done that before Plata got his second. Mexico still have 13 minutes plus injury time to find the equaliser. Will it be found? I don't know, but will my cat stop getting caught up in the cables? Because that doesn't help, does it? There might be a third for Ecuador, fuck knows. Fuck knows which way this one goes.
Well, now they could spring the trap.
But at least Mexico have got a goal now. It might give them the impetus to find another one. Quinones. Fidalgo. Now Quinones. Out wide to Gallardo. Yeah, I don't know why he's right mid, but I mean, it's worked. Quinones, why is he pissing around? Stop rubbing on the microphone.
We've entered the final 10 minutes.
Why? Quinones has really confused me this whole game, to be honest with you.
Score is in their favour.
Subs requested for both teams, but Ecuador now have got a job on their hands to hold on here. Will they do so, or will Mexico be able to pressure? Oh, I thought Jimenez was going to get there. Pacho does really well.
Oh, could be here.
It's away by Mexico only as far as Cruzeiro, but Fidalgo picks it up. Now Pineda, again, try and avoid him like the plague, please. Raúl Jiménez spots Vega. Runs out of room here, does find it backwards. Quinones. Oh, Galindez at the near post, but this could get tasty towards the end. Don't you dare jump off the bed and try and get tangled in my cables again. I didn't see the change for either. Well, I was stripping Yan off for Payas. I didn't see the change for Mexico. But there is a corner here. Chavez on for Fidalgo. It's headed by Raúl Jiménez, but caught by Galindez. Do you have to be so fucking close? You hear noises. It's the cat running against the microphone. Raul Jimenez. Quinones. Oh my god, they've levelled it. I don't know what the Ecuador defence are doing there, but they've left so much fucking space. I thought Quinones was offside, to be honest. But they've actually levelled it. And there's still time for a winner. There's definitely still time for a winner before extra time has to come into play. But it's a lead that could be got in the last 4 minutes. However, it's level right now. Well, that's going to change the fucking plans, isn't it? Franco off. Number 2 on. Torres even. Whatever that's Torres. Am I blind? Quinones comes to life. And Plata's brace is cancelled out now by Jimenez and Quinones. And the two... Well, the second... I don't know what order you put the hosts in, but... The second in the round of 32 of the hosts to play have kept themselves alive. And unless we find a goal in the next few minutes, we will be getting our first extra time of the tournament in these simulations. Then again, Mexico could steal it. Mexico could get this win. Gallardo, Vega, Chavez, out to Pineda now. Quinones tries to get through. Pacho closes it down. It's away only as far as Chavez though. They're coming back. Well, Jimenez tackled. I think it's Pacho again. Last chance maybe for Ecuador with 2 minutes of added time on the clock. This game has really come into life now. Vite closed down by Raul Jimenez. Quinones, we will as well, if it does go to extra time, do a review of the 90 minutes and then we'll go into extra time. But for extra time, we'll only do the review at the end of the 30. Well, actually at the end of the game because it goes straight into penalties. But Valencia, it might not be extra time yet. Yeboah keeps it alive, but it is tackled away by Orbelin Pineda. And for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, in these round of 32 simulations, we will be going the distance. Extra time on the cards for Mexico and for Ecuador. Will there be more drama to come? We will have a winner. But who will it be? Gonzalo Plata's brace was not enough as Jimenez and Quinones dug deep. And I actually don't think we get to look. We don't get to look at the 90 minutes because we only get the options to pick the next thing. So I guess we continue, right? It won't let me look at the stats if I press classic. Obviously it will be classic because we've got to do, you know, goal, the extra time and then penalties. So for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, it's going longer than 90 minutes. It might be the longest video yet. It probably will end up being the longest video yet. As Mexico and Ecuador go into extra time, 2-2. Who will win? We do go straight into it. We do go straight into it. We won't be looking at the end of the 90 minutes at the ratings. We will continue on until the end. Ecuador once again, digging right to left. Gilberto Mora coming on for Lira. And Porozo coming on for Casado on the Ecuadorian side. Changes will have been made potentially in that. Well, they already they obviously have been. Maybe more to come as well. Will we find the winner in the 30 minutes to be played, or will we have our first penalty shootout potentially? It's Plata. It's aimed through to Valencia, but Reyes closes it down. This is where fatigue starts to kick in. This is where substitutions need to be smart from both managers to keep them fit. And then, of course, for the penalty shootout, if it occurs, they need to prepare for that. Raul Jimenez, Gallardo. Porozo gets it away and Capia gets it further clear. This is quite literally... I mean, this is the first time we've gone past 90 minutes. Will it be... Will it be the host nation that marches on despite the adversity they face, being 2-0 down, bringing it back to 2-2? Or will Ecuador manage to get over the line after letting it slip? Will they manage to get back on their 2 feet, stand up and find something? And in fact, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to go. What I do know is that it's history here at these simulations. The first of potentially a few extra times. I'm going to take a drink now because I was thinking it might be 2-0 Ecuador and it'd be done in normal time. I could hydrate after that before the England and Congo recording, but now water has to be drunk.
Capia.
Bloody hell.
Pacho.
I know it's extra time, but I'm just checking something on my phone. I've got a text, so just bear with me.
William Pacho.
Alright then. What's going to happen? We hit the 100-minute mark. Nothing's happened yet in extra time, which makes me think that nothing may happen at all in extra time. So wait by Gallardo. I do quite like that he's gone a bit different. Like, he's not left, but is he centre mid now? What the fuck is going on? Quinones, Pineda, Chavez, Vega. Now Chavez again, Vega, through to Quinones, off to Jimenez, back to Quinones. Oh my god!
But this is truly one of the great comebacks. Can they see this out now?
You are witnessing one of the best World Cup comebacks ever. And it's the host nation, Mexico, who take the lead.
That's a good goal.
Ecuador were 2-0 up until the 78th minute. And then Raul Jimenez got one back. And then Quinones equalised. And now in the 103rd minute, it is that man again, Julian Quinones, who puts the host nation ahead. And now it's Ecuador that have to find a finish to prevent exit from the World Cup in the round of 32. The drama is palpable. The tension is off the charts. I think I got those the wrong way around, but we don't care. We don't care. Yeboah, Barroso, will they find it before half-time of extra time? Plata, Vite, there's going to be a minute added on because of the celebrations from the goal. Quinones went absolutely crazy there. Will that do the trick for Mexico? Or is there more to come? Will there be penalties on the horizon? I don't fucking know. There might be a fourth goal here as Raul Jimenez comes through. It's going to be away by Capia, who he is one of the players from Ecuador that doesn't deserve this. He's been their best defender by a country mile. But as we get to the break of extra time, it is Mexico that have taken the initiative. It is Mexico that have taken the lead. And with 15 minutes left on the clock, well, is it going to be Mexico that go through? One last conversation with Javier Aguirre here, as you can see on the screen. We're not going to look at stats. We're not going to look at performances just now. We're just going to let tension build for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then we're going to kick into the second half of extra time. Will there be another goal for Mexico to maybe put it over the line? Will there be an equaliser for Ecuador to just continue the drama? Will it stay as it is? And will Mexico avoid elimination after being 2-0 down? The host nation may stay alive yet. Let's get into the second half of extra time and let's see what's going to give. 15 minutes before the end. It could be the end of Ecuador. Or if they score, or potentially score twice, it could be the end of Mexico. Raul Jimenez has to come off. On comes Martinez. No changes made for Ecuador. They need to just go with it. They need to go gung-ho here. They need to go with everything they've got in the tank. Whatever is left in the tank needs to be put to good use now. Chavez wins a header. It's in Capia that will get it. But I think the offsides will be given against Yeboah. I think... You know what? I don't know what I think, because I thought Ecuador were going to hold on. And I've been proven fucking wrong. I'm not going to say what I think. I'm just going to let the game play out. And see what the game thinks. See what the simulation thinks is going to happen. Again, this could approach 50 minutes by the time we've got through all the ins and outs, the extra times, and of course the player ratings as well. Gallardo, Quinones, it's closed on by Torres. Pineda wins it back. It could be a third. Julian Quinones could be getting his hat-trick, or at least maybe playing it to somebody. It is Martinez, the substitute for Raul Jimenez, and he is going to get his moment off the bench. And that, I'm sure, will put the host nation through. Raul Rangel loving it. And I think, unless there is an absolute divine intervention here for Ecuador, I think that's going to do it. 4-2 now to Mexico with just 10 minutes left. I mean, Mexico did it in normal time. Is there any way Ecuador can tie this up to 4-all? If there is, it's going to have to be now, and it's going to have to be quick. 10 minutes from elimination now for Ecuador. 10 minutes from progression for Mexico into the round of 16. Chavez, Martinez, Quinones, the Ecuador defence have pushed all the way up, and I think it's going to be, that's a brilliant save from Galindez as Quinones clean through on goal for his hat-trick. The defence obviously weren't there, they're pushing up for any attack they can get, any way of staying in this match. Good interception, Plata, but Vega wins it back. Chavez, out to Pineda. Is there a fifth on for Mexico here? Could this really be them putting Ecuador to the sword? Ecuador need to go, and they need to go now. They've got 7 minutes to find 2 goals. And it might be too tall of a task here. The Mexican press has been brilliant. They're keeping Ecuador penned in here. Ecuador can't get out of their own half right now. Vite, back to Poroso, just try to find room for a pass. But they can't. Quinones closing it down. Paez, Poroso, they're just unable to get anything going. Martinez has given everything he's got to keep them penned in. Quinones has given everything he's got to keep them penned in. But they need to go now, or they're going to run out of time. They're just going to have to hit and hope, I think, here. Or it could be curtains. I don't think that there's going to be enough time now. Even if they score once, I don't think they score twice. Plata, Preciado. Paez out to Plata, back to Kendry Paez. It's closed down by Vasquez, and I think the writing's on the wall now for Ecuador. You got to admire the fucking balls on Mexico, the intestinal fortitude to keep alive, and then in extra time to keep it going, and that will be the hat-trick. Ecuador are all over the gaff at the back now. They were pushing forward to try and get these 2 goals, and in that they have left too much space at the back. 3 goals in extra time as my cat has had to climb on my lap for absolutely no reason other than because it is Julian Quinones who gets his hat-trick after, quite honestly, a disappointing game. Most of the 90 minutes he was poor. Well, you get out from the cables. However, extra time, he's clutched up and he's won it for Mexico. He's been a big part in this result. It is 5-2, the 190th minute. Ecuador were 2-0 up. 2-0 up by the 77th, 78th kind of minute. And they've ended up losing 5-2, conceding 5 goals in the space of 41 minutes, if you include regular time and extra time. And there might be a 6th for Mexico. This is a full-on implosion for Ecuador. Mora, Chavez could find Martinez, he can't latch onto it, and Galindez does collect to spare some of Ecuador's blushes. But my God, this has been the best game so far, not just because it's been an extra time, but the way that Mexico have come back and the way that Mexico have come through. Yeboah gets it through to Vite. There is one back for Ecuador, but it is too little too late. Don't go celebrating it, your fans will hate you. Vite does get one back, however, it won't be enough. That will be the last kick of the game. And you know what, an entertaining, brilliant game for the neutrals, but unfortunately for the Ecuadorians, it is going to end in disappointment. Vite loops it over, and it is way over Raul Rangel. He can't reach that. It's well finished, but it needed to happen before Mexico got their goals. Could you imagine if it stayed 2-2 and then Vite scored that to win? That would have been nuts as well, but unfortunately for Ecuador, the ref's going to blow full time, and Mexico are going to be in the round of 16. A match not short on drama. Clutch moments from Quinones, putting them over the line. Martinez as well getting his name on the score sheet. One from Raul Jimenez in regular time. A brace from Plata put Ecuador 2-0 up, but as you can see there, it wasn't enough. And a hell of an extra time, to be honest. More goals scored in extra time than there was in normal time. Or actually the same amount, wasn't it? Because it would have been 2-2. Yeah, my brain. The same amount of goals in extra time as they were in normal time. Fucking hell. Well, 5-3 the full-time scoreline. Mexico didn't take it easily, but they did take it. 5-3 over Ecuador in the end after extra time. I think it's going to go extra time in real life as well. Maybe with not that much goal scoring, not that much drama. But I did say at the start, this feels like an extra time clash. And the simulations proved me right. Legendary AI wins once again. But breathless at the end of 120 minutes, just like 22 of the players, or maybe more of them. All the players are breathless. I am breathless from that. That was a fucking hell of a match. Take a look at the stats and at the end of the 120. 59-41 in terms of possession. 16 shots to 5 in favour of Mexico at the end. And 6.9 expected goals to 2.9. When they got the equaliser in normal time, I bet you Javier Aguirre said, "You have got this. Continue on and just smash them." And then obviously we saw the little team talk in the background in the 105th minute after the half time in this. I think it was 3-2 at that point. And whatever he said there put them over the line, because fucking hell, that was blistering in extra time from Mexico. From minute 78 onward, Mexico became prime fucking France. Just scored fucking everything that was put in front of them. Anyway, that's a great game for the neutrals and a great game for anyone watching. I'm breathless, and it's a simulation. I'm fucking breathless. In the end, though, Mexico get what they deserve. 12 shots on target for the host nation. 5 shots on target for Ecuador, who couldn't hold on to their normal time lead of 2-0. And if they had, it would have been a different feeling in the stadium for sure, because Ecuador would have shocked one of the host nations. I'm maybe not shocked, but in terms of real life performances, I don't know. This is a really difficult one to call, which is why I've said extra time in real life, and I think that's why it's gone to extra time in game as well. So this now by far the longest upload of the prediction series, as it's bordering on an hour. It'll be around 55 minutes by the time we've gone through everything. Man of the match for Ecuador, it was Pedro Vite, a goal and an 8 rating. It was a goal, it came too little too late, but solid throughout, just unlucky in the end. Ended up putting Piero Capier at left mid. Are you mad, fam? Well, your best centre-backs ended up at left mid in the end. I think they were just trying to push everyone up for something. 7.6 for Piero and Capier. Gonzalo Plata, 2 goals in normal time, but somehow it wasn't enough. 7.5 for him. 7.5 for Casado as well. Decent enough, but did need to come off. Was exhausted. Maybe that was what went wrong, but also he could have stayed on. He was exhausted. William Pacho tried his best. 7.3. In the end, it just wasn't enough. I don't know why they didn't keep Capier at the back as well. If they kept both of them at centre-back, who knows? We might have been looking at a different result here. Enner Valencia off the left wing in the end. He was a striker, obviously, but 2 assists from the elder statesman of Ecuador. He gets a 7.1. Pervis Estupiñán, 7.1 as well. Didn't really suit that left mid role in this one, in my opinion, but I guess that's all they could do with him. Perozzo was then deployed at centre back, which I don't understand. Put him in midfield, bring Capier back. I think they just had to put all the eggs in one basket and go full attack to try and get back into this. But obviously, sometimes you go all in and you don't come out good. Sometimes you go all in and you win it all. Preciado struggled when he came on. Yaboa gets an assist and a 6.6, but he had a largely poor game. Franco, Alcivar, Torres as well, and then Galindez did make some good saves, but Mexico went full throttle in that second half and in extra time, and it was 7 shots that were saved, but still 5 past Hernan Galindez, as 12 shots on target total from Mexico. Now, for the winners, 3-2-3-2. It looks like. I don't think that's the actual formation. I think it's a 3-4-1-2, but it just looks funny. However, both teams going 3 back, both teams going full attack in extra time to try and get it over on the other one, and in the end it was Mexico that did it. An absolute host of good ratings here, so I don't know if I'm going to go through all of them. 8.8 though is man of the match enough for... I've completely fucked up my English there. The man of the match is Julian Quinones with the hat-trick, including 2 goals in extra time, and an assist as well, and an 8.8 rating is enough to earn man of the match for the winger. Didn't do well at the start, I'll admit. Had a pretty poor game until the equaliser, and then a switch changed in him, or something changed in his performance, and he managed to fucking power on and power through, and he powered his country through as well. Raul Jimenez with a goal and 2 assists, 7.8 rating for the veteran striker, but he had to come off. He was fucking tired as well. Alexis Vega, 7.6 and an assist. Brian Gutierrez, 7.5. Guillermo Martinez, he was coming off the bench for Raul Jimenez, had 1 opportunity, took it. I believe that was the 5th goal. No, I think it was the 4th goal, I think it was, that Guillermo Martinez got to secure the qualification for Mexico, with Quinones just put a cherry on top for the 5th. Jesus Gallardo, I actually quite liked him in the centre mid spots. I know he's like a left back, but I quite liked him there. An assist is 7.4 from him. Pineda, I didn't rate because he's messing up so many passes, but he gets a 7.4. 7.3 for Reyes, 7.2 for Fidalgo before being subbed off. 7.1 for Chavez, he was subbed on. Johan Vasquez is 7.1. Cesar Montes is captain. The worst, I think, of the defenders is 7 rating. Lero got put out to right mid, but I think they were just putting everyone everywhere and hoping for some result. Gilberto Mora didn't make an impact, didn't really need to at that point where he came on though. Alvarado 6.4, and Raul Rangel, still not a great goalkeeping performance, but he won't care. His country is through. Mexico won't care because, the fans won't care. The country won't care. Nobody will care because Mexico stay in as a host nation and go one more run here. 5 shots, 2 saves, 3 conceded from Raul Rangel. It'll need to be better in the next round, whoever they face, with the potential of it being England. But it could be interesting. What I do know is that is nearly an hour we've been fucking recording for. The longest prediction by a country mile. These extra time ones, obviously, will take a little bit longer. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this one. What a fucking game for the neutrals. And if you're going to pick any prediction to watch, it's got to be this one. Absolute scenes, left, right and centre. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the World Cup. And I'll see you next time. Take care and peace.